Hello children, back to chapter number 2, linear equations in one variable, standard 8th. In the last video we have done up to question number 13. Now we are continuing with exercise 2.2. Let's begin with question number 14. Now let me read out the question initially. Question number 14. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. How many notes of each denomination does she have? Now children, you have been to bank, I hope. If not, you can visit and you will come to know about the system that goes on over there. Anyhow, here we are told that this Lakshmi is a cashier in one of the banks. So obviously she'll have lot of notes, money kept with her. Here in this example, she has 3 type of notes. That is why we are writing it that she has currency notes of denominations. These are 100, 50 and 10. That means she has these 3 type of notes. You can see they are reflected on your screen. Now we have been told that the number of these 3 notes, they are in the ratio 2:3:5. So it actually means if she has 2 100-rupee notes, then she will have 3 50-rupees notes and 5 10-rupee notes. But it is not possible. She has multiple of this. She has 4 lakh rupees with her. So obviously it will be the number of notes will be all multiple of this 2, 3 and 5. We are supposed to find out the actual number of notes which she has of each denomination. Now, as the ratio is given, we are going to use the we are considering the first multiplier to be x, which we are going to multiply by all the 3 numbers, that is 2 and 3 and 5. This is how we'll get the number of notes of each denomination. Let us begin with our solution. Let x be the common multiplier. So, we can say that the number of notes of 100 rupee denomination, it is 2x. Number of 50 rupees note, it will be 3x. And number of 10 rupee note, it will be 5x. Now children, if you have 2 notes of 100 rupees, how much money you have? It is very simple. 2 multiplied by 100, that gives you 200 rupees. If you have 15 notes of 100 rupees, it is 15 multiplied by 100, that is 1500 rupees. Here, this Lakshmi has 2x number of 100 rupee notes. So, the amount with her will be 100 multiplied by 2x. That is written on the screen. You can see it over there. So, on the extreme right hand side, amounts are written of different denominations. So, for 100 rupee denomination, the total amount with her is 100 multiplied by 2x. Similarly, for 50 rupee denomination, the total amount will be 50 multiplied by 3x, and for 10 rupee denomination, the total amount will be 10 multiplied by 5x. Let's proceed. The total cash is told to be 4 lakh. Here we have now the amount of all the 3 denominations separately. So total means addition. All the 3 amount will be added and the total will be 4 lakh. Let's move ahead and see how to proceed. Now, the same thing is written here, 100 into 2x. That was amount of 100 rupee denomination notes, plus 50 into 3x plus 10 into 5x. Total 4 lakh. Do the multiplications. You get it as 200x plus 150x plus 50x equal to 4 lakh. Add them. Solve further. You get x to be equal to 100. Sorry, x to be equal to 1000. Now that x is 1000, we are going to multiply it with this 1000 with each of those 2, 3 and 5 so that we get the actual number of notes each denomination. So number of 100 rupee note, it will be 2 into x, that is 2000. Number of 50 rupees note, that was 3x, that is 3000. And number of 10 rupee note, that is 5x, which is 5000. Let's proceed to another example. This is again similar to the last example that we discussed just now. This is question number 15. I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denomination rupee 1, rupee 2 and rupee 5. The number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. So it means the number of 2 rupee coins, they are more as compared to 5 rupee coins. The total number of coins is 160. So that also you know ki in all the number of coins, that is 160. How many coins of each denomination are with me? Here we are going to consider the number of 5 rupee coins to be x, because that is lesser in number as compared to 2 rupee coins. Then we'll calculate the number of coins for 1 rupee. Let's begin with our solution. Let number of rupees 5 coin be x. So number of 2 rupee coin will be 3 times, that means 3x. Now you know the number of 5 rupee coin as well as number of 2 rupee coin. In all these two denomination will be 3x plus x, that is 4x. But the total number of coins all together, I mean 3 of them, it is 160. So how will you find the number of 1 rupee coin? It will be the total number of coin, that is 160, minus 5 rupee coin and 2 rupee coin together, that is 3x plus x, 4x. So total number of 1 rupee coin will be 160 minus 4x. Let's see how it is there. It's here. Number of rupee 1 coin will be 160 minus x plus 3x. That is 5 and 2 rupee coin. That is 160 minus 4x. Now children, we know the number of coins of all the 3 denominations separately. The next step is finding out the cost. I mean amount. X number of 5 rupee coin will be, total amount will be 5x. 3x is the number of 2 rupee coin, so the total amount will be 2 into 3x, that is 6x. And number of 1 rupee coin is 160 minus 4x, so 1 multiplied by 160 minus 4x is the same number. This is what we are going to write, and children, the total is 300. Finally, we'll add all the amount and we'll equate it to 300. Let's see how we get it. Here, 5 into x, that is for 5 rupee coin, 2 into 3x for 2 rupee coin, and 1 into 160 minus 4x for 1 rupee coin. These are the amounts. Now added together gives you 300 rupees. Open the brackets, solve it. You can add the similar terms, like terms. So you get it as 7x plus 160 equal to 300. 160 will be transposed initially. 7x equal to 140. 7 will be transposed and you will get x equal to 20. Now what was your x? It was the number of 5 rupee coins. So number of 5 rupee coins, it is 20. Number of 2 rupee coin, that was 3x, that is 60. And number of 1 rupee coin, that is 160 minus 4x. So substitute the value of x and you get the number of 1 rupee coin to be 80. So this is how we have converted another real life example into a mathematical equation and we got the answer quickly. One more example to go. Question number 16. The organizers of an essay competition decides that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. So, one essay competition is being held. Some participants will win, the others will not, but both are getting some amount. The one who wins is getting 100 rupees as a prize, and the one who is only participating, not winning, is getting 25 rupees. So you can see it's flashed on your screen. 100 rupee and 20 plus 5, that is 25 rupees. Total prize amount to be distributed is 3000. The total amount is also being told to you. Find the number of participants who win if the total number of participants is 63. Total number of participants also told to you. You have to find out the number of participants who have won, who win the match, win the essay competition. Here we will be considering the number of participants who win to be X, and the total number of participants is 63. So the number of participants who does not win, that will be 63 minus X. Let's start with the solution. Let the number of winner be X. Participants who do not win, it is total 63 minus X. Now we have both the numbers. Each winner is getting 100 rupees. X number of winners are there. So total amount distributed will be 100x. And each participant who do not win, they are getting 25 rupees. And total number of participant who do not win is 63 minus x. So the total amount to be distributed will be 25 multiplied by 63 minus x. So this is what you get. Finally, the total amount will be equal to 3000. 100 into x plus 25 into 63 minus x equal to 3000. Now open the bracket. You have got this. Solve for x, that is like terms to be solved, and you get it as 7x plus 1575 equal to 3000. Solve it. Take 1575 on the other side, solve, get the value of x, and x itself is our number of winners. So we'll say the number of winners to be equal to 19. So you have seen that another real life example has been converted into mathematics, and mathematics has such a great use in your day-to-day life. So keep practicing more. We'll come up with more examples in the coming videos. Thank you for now.